And let's talk about Santa, who made her debut over there at the Abbey. I don't even know if she's ever been to the Abbey, but she appeared at the Abbey over the weekend. They sent the little flyers out, whatever the case was. They were talking about it was top secret. Child, wasn't no damn secret. We all knew. But yeah, so she went down to the Abbey. It was for, well, we'll get into who it was in a second. I did see that there were some people, was it Mark Malkin, a bunch of people posted clips and stuff online. I would play y'all some, but it got music and I don't want to get demonetized. So if you go over to my website, you can actually see all the things. But anyway, so um in addition to that, Madonna went down to the Abbey. You know, she debuted a couple of new songs off the new album, Confessions 2. Addison Rae, a couple other celebrities were there. Addison Rae sounded basically like an out of breath um hype woman with the mic, and Madonna kind of looked at the door like, "Bitch, give me this damn microphone. Like, why are you over here being annoying?" And then it was like a struggle to get her to the thing because I heard like people was getting a little aggressive trying to get close to the DJ booth. Fights was breaking out. Security had to get involved because according to Tristan, who runs the place, he they highly securitized up in there. So anyway, if you can get on the list, it was a good place to be. Now, judging from the line snaking down Robertson Boulevard into the wee hours on Saturday night, many did, but not everyone made it inside to catch a close-up glimpse of Chanta, who strolled up behind the decks at 12:53 a.m., sending the packed crowd into a frenzy. The pop icon, who's 67, previewed two new songs at the not-so-surprise appearance at Club Confessions, a one-night party at the legendary Abbey nightclub in West Hollywood. And then double as a birthday party for Tristan Schcraft, who is the CEO and telehealth company Mister and owner of the storied gay Mecca. And also, T.S. How I didn't even know nothing about Tristan, but except for a couple of weeks ago, T.S. Madison did an interview with him on her Outlaw show, and it sounded like it was a really compelling interview. He kind of inspired me a little bit. I said, "Oh, damn, maybe I need to get into my entrepreneurial hotel bag." Where I was like, I run a bunch of hotels because I know he's got one in Fire Island, he's got one in Brazil, I think in Mexico. A lot of people was kind of feeling uncomfortable with his interview because they felt like he was fetishizing Hispanic men because he loves Latin men. And he was reiterating that quite a bit in the episode. And a lot of people were kind of feeling like, but it's like, people always try to nitpick. I don't know if it's a jealousy thing or maybe they had a point in some of the stuff they were trying to say. So it's hard to tell these days because when I was reading comments, they were overtly negative, but I didn't get any negativity from him when I was watching the interview. But nevertheless, but yeah, he is the CEO of Mister, and I believe, because he said he wanted to preserve the Abbey, that's why he decided to buy it. And so, but then when she got on the mic, I will have to say, I love you, Madonna, but some of the stuff you were saying was kind of cringe. Especially when you were pandering to the gays, it felt a little bit like that. So I did get a little uncomfortable because she went, "Hello." I would play you the clip, but it got music. So I'm going to just have to read you what she said. She said, "Hello, children. Mother is here to save you." But she said at the DJ booth alongside Confessions and Confessions 2 producer Stuart Price about 1 a.m. Sunday morning. She said, "Are you ready to dance with me? Come on, meet me on the dance floor. All right, let's go, gays. Come on, don't let me down, gays. Gay for the gays." I was like, "Ma'am, like why are you saying gay?" How many times can you say gay in a sentence? That's what we should have been asking her. So now she wore a powder pink bustier reminiscent of the archival piece she wore at Coachella that was later stolen. She rolled out two previously unheard cuts, one called Love Sensation. Love Sensation. I wonder if it's that song. Probably not, because you got to pay residuals for that. And a track titled Freedom that played like a demo and quickly became the night's centerpiece. Her recently released I Feel So Free in 2005's Hung Up. Oh yeah, because they were playing like this mother thing on a loop before it transitioned into Hung Up. I remember hearing that clip. Um, Wait, where did I go? Okay, so it says I Feel So Free in 2005's Hung Up also surfaced on the set. Stuart Price, the architect of 2005's Confessions on the Dance Floor and Confessions 2, which drops July 3rd and marks Madonna's return to her previous home, Warner Brothers, kept the beats coming. Now, before him, Romy, also fresh off a Coachella appearance with her band, The XX, and DJ Mez Monty took turns at the decks. Romy spun remixes of Ariana Grande's Into You and her own duet with bandmate Jamie XX, Higher Places. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I heard Jamie XX worked on some tracks off the album. If they did, I think that's a great collaboration because I love Jamie XX's production. He came out with his own solo album. I think was it early, the top of this year or sometime late last year. Also, I like Rami's music because she has what is she? She was an opener on Kylie Minogue's what was it called? The Tension Tour? Yeah, she was an opener on that at Madison Square Garden. Like on some dates it was her, then it was somebody else on another day. I can't remember who the other person was. But I remember Rami did her performance and I was actually impressed with her live set. So she good. And then also Monty teased the crowd with Madonna's Get Together and that viral hit that the song that went viral what was it, earlier this year, Thief of Hearts. So now from behind the booth, Madonna worked the room like a drill sergeant. She said, "Don't wait, take it. Don't wait, take it. Take your freedom. Put your hands up, put your hands up." And then she also was telling people to put down their damn phones because a lot of people spent the whole night recording her having a good time. Madonna had her phone in her hand the entire time. She there dancing, she's there in the music, she's having a good time. But everybody else, out of behind their phone, they got to record. They can't just be in the moment. And it's just sad that this current crop of generation of partygoers don't really know how to just feel and be in the moment and just let those emotions rush over you. Everything has to be a moment that you have to film. We get it. You were at the Abbey. You got to be in the room with Madonna. You got to film. I mean, you got to let everybody know you there. But do you have to just like, is that the whole night? Like, did you have fun? No. They'll say they have fun, and their idea of fun is literally sitting there holding the phone and recording. That's not fun to me. I need to be in the moment. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't act like now, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't ever pull out my phone and record moments. I do, but I'm like, I'm gonna just record this little moment, let everybody know I'm here. When the celebrity comes out, I'm gonna record this little piece and move on. After that, I'm gonna just focus on, yeah, I'm gonna get my drinks on, I'm gonna party, I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna have a good time. And that's why I wish, or maybe it's because I'm from a different generation. I grew up at a time before the internet became what it became. But that's still no excuse because I do feel like there's younger people that take time away from their phones. But anyway, so the people that actually were there, which was I didn't even see she was there, but this according to the list, Lourdes was there. Her daughter, Akeem Morris, of course, her boyfriend. Where else is he gonna go? Carol Delevingne, Tom Daly, Tori Spelling, Lily Allen, Sky Ferreira, Addison Rae, Callie Uchis, Julia Fox, Lola Young, Britney Spears' ex-husband Sam Asghari, and Vivian Jenna Wilson. You know who wasn't there? Charlie XCX. Because Dance Floor is definitely according to her ass. Also, now, if we want to talk some drag race, Willem, Trinity the Tuck, Morgan McMichaels. Why you mad though? Why you mad though? I always gotta say that every time when Morgan McMichaels comes on. Gottmik, Eureka, and Simone Ye were also in the mix, as was TikTok creator Harry Daniels. But we know the Ellisons wasn't there, who was reportedly waiting at the door to serenade her on arrival. So I also wanted to say the dance floor was elbow to elbow, crowded, with some party goers becoming too aggressive, pushing people as they tried rushing close to the DJ booth. At one point, a woman poured a drink on another man's head as they exchanged what probably was a homosexual, a shady queen, because they be the main ones that just don't be giving a fuck about anybody else in the room. Act like and that is one thing I can't stand about Stugoffs. That's faggots in reverse. Um, that thing that y'all do where y'all act like people aren't in proximity of you. You act like literally you have blinders on and you just like walk through people and it's like, oh no, bitch, don't play with me because I will call you out in a second. Or like one time when I was working what was that? The Demi Lovato concert, one queen pissed me off because he had all these tickets on his phone for his friends. Bunch of little muscle white faggots. So they come in, they piss me off because he's like, first of all, I cannot stand when y'all have y'all phones and you have it so the light so dim on your phone. Like, can you brighten the shit? So that pisses me off because it's like brighten your phone because I cannot read what the situation is, and then I'm gonna let you know where you need to go. So I'm like, does that say? It was like, yes. I was like, first of all, check your tone. Thank you. You're over there. I don't play with none of these hoes. I don't give a fuck who you are. So, but as for Madonna, she appeared not to have noticed any of the ruckus because they said that security was seen escorting at least one unruly, possibly overserved guest out of the club. And that's the sad part where some of you girls, and I'm girls and girls, be up in the club and y'all don't know how to handle y'all liquor, you don't know how to act, and all that other stuff. But that's not all that's going on with Madonna because Madonna is definitely having a busy week. And one of the things I will say that I'm loving about this new era of Madonna is that shout out to Warner Brothers because Warner is definitely giving Madonna her flowers. They're definitely pumping a lot of money into promoting this Confessions too. And I think at this point, and after 7 years in between Madam X and then her almost dying or whatever, she needs this now more than ever. And I think this is going to be a huge win for um Warner Brothers because they definitely are pumping a lot of money behind her. I know they had Olivia Rodrigo and stuff in line, but Olivia's new single ain't really doing it for a lot of people. But this single that she has, I Feel So Free, and is doing very well on the charts, way more than people expected. And now we have this. I know I was a little premature with the picture, but Madonna and Sabrina. So they have the song Bring Your Love, which they debuted at Coachella during Sabrina Wood. And now they made the official announcement stating that I think I forgot to make a headline for it. But it says Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter are officially releasing their duet, Bring Your Love, this week. The duo confirmed on Monday after premiering the track at Coachella during Carpenter's Week 2 headlining set. Said, we've got something to say about it, Madonna and Carpenter wrote in a caption in an Instagram post, confirming the song will release at 3 p.m. Yeah, they're giving a specific time on April 30th. The song comes as Madonna continues to ramp up the rollout for her upcoming album, Confessions 2, her first album in 7 years. The pop superstar played a pop-up show at Fame West Hollywood, as we already discussed, and she started marketing the album on gay dating app Grinder late last week as well. One of my friends, Jesus, he spelled it GSUS. He was saying like, "Why is Madonna on the Grind app? That could be a spot used for my future husband." So it's like, yeah, she's invading all the gays. I would not be surprised if Madonna decides to promote the new album on Fire Island. That would be cute if she actually like the premiere album release. She goes to Fire Island on July 4th and does like a big party or celebration there because I know Alaska has an event on July 4th. So I'm thinking I might actually block out July 3rd and July 4th so that way because I already know July is gonna be hectic and crazy busy. But I'm thinking I might want to block those 2 days out just so that way Fire Island on the 4th, because I do want to go out there for another reason. I think it's because Alaska has an event that day, and also because July 3rd is when the album comes out for Madonna, and I want to be here to do the whole live stream and stuff. As we said, we're going to do like a listening party and all that other stuff. So I mean, from what I heard from Bring Your Love, it sounds like a cute song. But I feel like to me, I need to hear it in my headphones with surround sound, good sound quality, instead of just going by what I heard in a live performance. So shout out to Yonda, shout out to Sabrina, shout out to all the homosexuals that was over there at the Abbey. And I'm living for this new era. I'm just looking forward to seeing how this all turns out when it all boils down to it. So I definitely want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think of this story that's going around, all the latest on Madonna? Um, where is there anybody that's up in here actually got to go and get in the room and be there for this event down at the Abbey? If there is, definitely drop it down in the comments because I want to know the tea. What's the tea? Now tell me what's the tea. So let me know what your thoughts are in this on this story in the comments down below.